I secretly got back together with my toxic ex, and now everyone wants me to leave him. I've known Zach my entire life. Before I even understood what friendship meant, he was already there, holding my hand, sitting next to me, deciding who I could and couldn't talk to. Our parents were neighbors, best friends, and somehow that made us inevitable. At least that's what everyone believed. When I was little, it didn't feel wrong. If I talked to another kid, he would pull me away, his grip tight, his voice low as he told me not to do it again. I stopped trying after a while because I had him. He took care of everything. He fed me, opened things for me, stayed beside me like I was something he needed to protect, or maybe something he owned. He was always smarter than everyone else. Skipping grades like it was nothing. Sometimes he even failed on purpose, just to stay with me. At that age, it felt like care. Now, I don't know what it was. The first time he kissed me, I was 9 and he was 10. I didn't question it. I thought that's what happened when you were close to someone, when they were your person. I didn't realize that wasn't normal until I was 14. High school was the first time things started to change. He was already ahead of me because of his intelligence, so for the first time in my life, I had moments where he wasn't around, and that's how everything started. I remember sitting alone in the cafeteria one day. I had bought this boxed ice cream, and I was struggling to open it. My hands were slipping, and I kept trying, getting more and more frustrated. Because Zach always did things like that for me. He opened things, he fed me, he took care of everything. I didn't even know how to do something as simple as that on my own. That's when a group of people came up to me. They were laughing, talking loudly, just normal. One of them noticed me struggling, smiled, and took the box from my hand, opening it easily before handing it back to me. And just like that, I started talking to them. That's how I found my friend group. For the first time in my life, I felt something different. It was easy, light. I didn't feel like I was being watched all the time. But then the conversation shifted. Someone mentioned Zach, and casually one of them said, "Wait, you're his girlfriend, right?" I froze. Girlfriend? I smiled awkwardly and said, "No, I mean, I'm his friend." They all looked at each other in a way that made my stomach drop. "No," one of them said slowly, "not like that." And that's when they told me everything. Zach had already told the entire school that I was his, that no one was allowed to talk to me, touch me, or even get close to me. That's why people avoided me. That's why I had always been alone. I didn't know what to say. I didn't even know what to feel. Later, when I saw a couple in our group kiss, I asked them if they were best friends. They laughed. They told me they were dating. And when I asked why they were kissing if they weren't best friends, they looked at me like I had said something strange. "Best friends don't kiss," they said. "Lovers do." That word stayed with me. Lovers. Different, every memory, every moment. Every time Zach had held me too close, kissed me like it meant something more, that tight, uncomfortable feeling started building in my chest. That's when I started pulling away. Not suddenly, not dramatically, just small things. "I want to try things on my own," I told him. He didn't understand. He kept asking what he did wrong. And I didn't have an answer, because how do you explain something you're only just starting to understand yourself? But the more I pulled away, the more he changed. He became frustrated, restless. And then one day, he made a decision that shocked everyone. He decided to stay back another year in high school. For me. Even the principal couldn't refuse him because of how brilliant he was. But our parents were furious. And somehow, it all became my fault.